listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.
Anything can happen Friday. The art and cultural side of Southeast Asia. Hello, welcome to Durian ASEAN. You're with Gowri here.
And Grace.
And this is, of course, your Anything Can Happen Friday, where we bring you the arts and culture side of Southeast Asia. And today we will be talking to a doctor, someone who spent his time volunteering and giving out free healthcare, making healthcare accessible to all, especially the homeless people of Kuala Lumpur. And with us on the line, of course, is Dr. Madhusudhan, who is joining us this morning. Hello, good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, how are you today?
Okay, I'm doing fine. Same day every day.
Okay, and you're at your clinic now at the moment as you're speaking to us.
Yes.
Right.
No problem.
So maybe you can give us a little bit of background to yourself first. What do you do? How long have you been practicing medicine?
I'm from Klang. Then I was brought up in Klang, so my family members are all there. Then I studied and I graduated in year 2006 in MS Ramaya Medical College, Bangalore. Then I worked for 4 years in government hospital in Kota Baru, Hospital Raja Perempuan Zainab. And I left government after that. So now I have my own clinic in Cheras.
Okay.
In Taman Julek.
Right. And tell us the whole idea behind what you do every Wednesday night.
Okay. Actually, we have been doing charity for quite some time, me and my close friends.
Okay.
So I roughly said, actually, two of my very close friends who really inspire me. One is Shalini, Yapmewa, and Alfred.
Okay.
So we do a lot of charity together. Shalini, because I've seen how passionate they are towards the work they do. They are really they get involved in charity a lot. They are very involved with the person they are helping. So they are very passionate. So that's what inspired me to do. Actually, what I do compared to them is nothing.
Okay.
So I've seen for example, during Deepavali, Shalini bought a few clothing
Okay.
for the clothes, homeless Indian people. She went and gave them hand in hand.
Right.
Okay. And Alfred is a much more crazier guy, actually. He's from Malaysian, but he works in Singapore.
Okay.
So every weekend he takes a bus back to Malaysia. So on Saturday and Sunday he does a charity work. And Sunday night he takes back a bus to Singapore.
Wow.
So that's why what I'm doing is actually nothing. Okay. So Shalini is the one who introduced me to Kachara Soup Kitchen.
Okay.
That's almost 1.5 years back. Initially I thought Kachara Soup Kitchen was a cooking class.
Okay.
I thought, why would anyone go for a cooking class on a Saturday night?
Right.
So that was my first contact with the homeless people. So I did not have any idea that there were more than 1,000 homeless people around KL.
Right.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw them and I started providing medical services for them on Saturday night, that's when I realized this is what I want to do, and I wish to do it for a long term. Wish to do it forever.
But what was... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, tell me.
What was your feeling when you first saw them and you said you didn't realize there were like thousands of homeless people all over Kuala Lumpur?
It was quite saddening, actually, because they're not only the age range is from a small child, about 2 to 3 months old, up to 70 to 80-year-old men. So there's a wide range of people there. So it's quite sad to children running around. You see them, they're quite happy, actually. They're quite cheerful.
Right.
But we don't know what exactly they're feeling inside. So it's only once you start communicating with them, once you talk with them, you know what is the exact problem.
And doctor, you have your assistants who's been helping you, and then the volunteers as well. So how do you recruit the members, and how do you convince them to help out these homeless people?
Most of the volunteers now, they have been volunteering under the Kachara Soup Kitchen.
Right.
So they know who are the homeless people. They know how to communicate with the homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
So this actually started roughly last Wednesday was our 16th week of the Teddy Mobile Clinic.
Uh-huh.
So there was a point where I told my vision to Alfred and Shalini, saying that we have to provide more for the homeless people, and not only for the homeless people, we should give free treatment for the poor
Mm-hmm.
and the needy people elsewhere, even at homes. So that's when we thought, okay, let's start the Teddy Mobile Clinic. Maybe we
Mm-hmm.
provide medical treatment for the homeless on Wednesday nights, and
Right.
the rest of the days we treat those families at homes who need medical help.
So how far have you reached in terms of the region in Malaysia to the places that you've been to?
Currently, we also take care of a few families in Seremban.
Okay.
So, but we not only for medical help,
Right.
we provide monthly groceries to them.
Right.
Okay, groceries and any other form of help they need. Like recently, we had this back to school project, so we brought all the children for school clothing, shopping, everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we make it a point to go to Seremban at least once a month to visit these families.
Okay. And maybe you can also tell us a bit about your Teddy Mobile Clinic. How was setting it up like? Was it difficult for you at first?
It wasn't difficult because
Mm.
it was a very short period, not just like today we discussed about it. Me, Shalini, and Alfred we discussed.
Okay.
Then I decided, okay, we have. They told me don't wait too long because if you wait, then your idea might not be used, or someone else might start earlier, or something like that.
I see.
Then what I did is I discussed with Sir Justin, he's the project manager of Kachara's Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, let's start immediately. So the next day was a Wednesday, and we started.
Right.
So what we do is currently we take care at three different locations in KL.
Mm-hmm.
One is near Jalan Hang Lekyu.
Okay.
Okay, second is near Bangkok Bank, and third is Masjid Negara.
Mm-hmm.
So we started with 10 close volunteers. I think we are very close friends.
Okay.
So 10 close, and including me as a doctor. So we set up a booth near Jalan Hang Lekyu. So
Mm-hmm.
we have about 6 to 7 tables. So the first counter will be the registration counter, which is taken care by Kachara Soup Kitchen itself.
Uh-huh.
Then after registering, the second counter is where my friends check their blood pressure, sugar monitoring, cholesterol monitoring, just a basic test,
Mm-hmm.
followed by the doctors and then the pharmacist.
Right. So, traveling to these three main places in KL with Teddy Mobile Clinic, what are the common health problems that you have found from these people?
Due to hygienic problem, most
Yeah.
of the people we see on the street, they suffer from skin diseases.
Or
Okay, they have
skins.
skin problems, fungal infections, and due to the weather, now it's raining, and most of them suffer from cough and running nose.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of cases of dengue, there's a lot of cases of fever. So we suspect they might be having dengue. For those cases, we bring them to the hospital for further checkup.
Are they really aware of to how to take care of themselves in terms of the hygienic and also to stay away from mosquitoes to prevent themselves from dengue?
The thing is, we do provide them with mosquito coils and all, but it's not helping them much.
I see.
And also we do certain different NGOs also provide all these people with blankets.
I see.
But even the blankets get stolen.
Oh no.
Yeah. There are a lot of funny things that happens on the streets actually.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure there are
So,
really a lot of
yeah,
episodes there. Yeah.
a lot because even some of them get beaten up and get robbed. So
Oh.
most of them have no ICs and no certificates, not because they are criminals or anything. They get robbed daylight. So it's a big problem actually.
Okay. And what kind of services exactly do you provide as well? Do you have a limited number of service, or do you cater to any kind of patients?
We do cater to any kind of patients. You
Mm-hmm.
see. The reason why we started this is we just want to be the initial contact with
Okay.
them, create awareness. Our government and the hospital is already providing good treatment for all the people.
Mm-hmm.
But these homeless people and the needy people, they feel they are they don't like to mingle with society. They are quite scared because of the current situation, being homeless. They don't like to mingle with other people.
Okay.
Okay. So once we talk with them, we tell them, okay, the hospital does provide free treatment. You have to go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe it's difficult the first 2 times they won't listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see them often, when you talk to them, then they decide, okay, then we bring them to the hospital.
Right.
Or if there's any cases they don't want to go to the hospital, then usually the volunteers will bring them to my clinic in Chiras.
Okay.
So I'll treat them in my clinic itself.
Right. I imagine it must be difficult for you to convince them to get the treatment, convince them about the importance of healthcare, and to actually get them to listen to you and do something about it.
So very few people is difficult, but most of them actually listen to what we say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because in the starting, when we set up the clinic, there were very few patients because most of them thought we are going to do it only as a one-off thing.
Okay.
So once they started seeing us every Wednesday, we set up a clinic there.
Mm-hmm.
They open up most of their problems to us.
Oh.
So it's easier to help them that way.
Okay. And have you been getting more and more people coming up to you and sharing their issues, their problems with you as time goes on?
Yes. There are lots of them who come because now they have some of them who cannot speak. Like I said, a lot of Indian patients also
Yes.
cannot speak Malay and English. So they're happy when there's an Indian volunteer
Okay.
Of
who
course.
can converse with them.
Yeah.
They'll definitely clear out their problems. So it's kind of interesting, some of this background, because most of them are homeless because they had no choice.
Right.
Yeah, not all of them are drug addicts and things. Some of them, they have their job, they are doing current job, but they cannot afford to stay in rooms. That's the reason they are being homeless.
Yes, that's very true.
So a lot of different issues. Only we'll know about them once we talk with them.
Okay. So we are going to take a short break now. So when we come back, we will discuss more about why making healthcare accessible to all is important.
You're now listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.
Anything can happen Friday. The art and cultural side of Southeast Asia.
Hello, welcome back to Durian ASEAN. You're still with Gowri.
And also with Grace.
And of course, we also have Dr. Madhu on the line with us, who is also known as the teddy bear doctor, fondly among his patients. So, you okay, Dr. Madhu?
Yes, I'm very fine. I'm still okay.
Okay, maybe you can tell us, why do people refer to you as the teddy bear doctor? Is it because you're all big and cuddly?
Actually, everyone seems to be asking me this question.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is definitely my size. And another reason is I usually hand out a lot of teddy bears to the children on the street. So whenever they see me, they say, okay, the teddy bear doctor is here.
Okay. So let's talk more about your experience while you're moving from one place to another to cater to all these homeless people. And you mentioned earlier that communication was one of the challenges that you faced, because not all of them can communicate in English or in Malay. What are some of the other challenges that you face when you're providing these mobile clinic services to the homeless people?
One of the biggest challenges is making them trust us.
Okay.
Because there is trust issues with certain patients. They don't believe what we say. And certain people with certain medical illness, when we tell them that they have to get further treatment from the hospital, they refuse to go to the hospital. It's like some even say that the condition they have is either, how to say, black magic or something.
Okay.
So it's difficult to make them try to show them that we really care for them. But most of these kind of cases, if we have very big problems handling them, we usually just leave them.
Okay.
Because instead of wasting time on one person, we can take care of another person.
Right. So do you try to convince them anyway, or do you just sort of move on to the next person?
No, we try hard actually. We
Okay.
go to them almost every week or 2 to 3 times a week. And if they really don't want to help themselves, then we really cannot do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think that the government is partly at fault for this, for not making sure that healthcare is readily accessible to everyone in the country?
Actually, healthcare in Malaysia is very good.
Mm-hmm.
And the cost, even if you go to a government hospital, you have to pay almost nothing if you are a citizen of Malaysia.
Right.
But most of these people are unaware of that.
Okay.
They need proper education. Like even, let's say, for the ladies, for the poor ladies at home, even mammograms, breast examinations are all free in the hospital. But most of them don't know because they think it costs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So awareness should be there. These people should be told that government provides free medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And another problem is, like, okay, let's say any common person, we have our family to support us. Okay, if we are not
Yes.
fit well, we have someone to bring us to a hospital. But homeless people and the needy people, the poor people at home, they don't have any family support.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them cannot even afford to go to the hospital. So traveling to the hospital is also a big issue. That's the reason why we come here. So we go to homes where they really cannot afford anything. They really cannot go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So we help them. Sometimes we do help certain families financially also, at least providing them a bit of money for them to go to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're treating all these homeless people, are they mostly Malaysians or do you get foreign citizens as well?
Okay, 90% of them whom we treat on the streets are all Malaysians.
Okay.
Okay, but you do see foreigners like Bangladeshis, Indians,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Myanmar people also, Myanmar refugees.
Right. And is it easy for you to communicate with these people?
With those from India, it's easy because we have a lot of our Indian volunteers, so that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The only with the Myanmar and Bangladeshi is a slight problem conversing.
Right.
But they do, some of them do speak Malay, but broken Malay lah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And,
Otherwise, no
yeah.
problem.
Okay. And it seems like you are trying to reach out to as many people as possible, traveling to a lot of places and catering to both foreign as well as local citizens of Malaysia. But when we talk about this, right, there must be a reason why there are so many homeless people on the street, and they not only that they are not aware about what's happening to them, but they don't have this feeling like healthcare is actually an important thing, that there are other things that they should be worrying about.
Yes, most of them, like healthcare reasons, most of them are unaware that they are suffering from certain diseases,
Mm-hmm.
especially like the common diseases like hypertension and blood pressure or diabetes, because they have never gone for any checkup before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But, they only know that they are suffering from this when things get serious.
Okay.
So that's the reason why we provide just regular checkups for those who want to. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if they can go to the hospital, that'll be a very good thing, because I'm sure the hospital can do more.
Right, of course.
Yeah. But chronic cases, we do bring them to hospital. We do see emergencies on the streets.
Okay.
So those like who are, some of them who are severely injured, they do wait for us on Wednesdays because they know we'll come and visit them on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So those cases, we rush them to the hospital.
All right, all right. So basically, if you can cater to them, then you do it right away at your mobile clinic, and otherwise, you do have a team that will take the severe or emergency cases to the hospital.
Yeah, yes. Well, for now, we don't have a specific van or truck, so just normal car, any of our volunteers have just rush them.
I see.
So maybe in the future, we will have a mobile clinic van to bring around the patients.
Okay, hopefully.
That sounds amazing. Well, Doctor, you have shared the problems that while you have been giving the services to homeless people, but you talked about the awareness. You emphasized the importance of the health awareness among these people. But what are the other steps that have taken to bring this awareness from these people rather than communicating? Were has there been any campaigns that's been going on, or any sort of like educational approach?
Educational approach, I think not much actually. That's why most of them don't know anything.
Right.
Yeah, because there should be campaigns, more campaigns where to create awareness among the homeless and needy people, especially like rural communities or urban poor.
Uh-huh.
They have to be told, okay, the symptoms of common diseases which they have to seek treatment from hospitals. So I'm very sure that campaigns will help them a lot.
Yeah.
But we don't know who to approach to give all this campaign. So we try to do as much as we can now.
Okay. Are there other initiatives or other mobile clinics in other parts of Malaysia that also provide similar services to the homeless people?
Currently, actually, most of the soup kitchens that provide food for the homeless, they do have a medical team too. So, like as I know, in JB, Kachara Soup Kitchen also runs in JB. So they do have doctors who travel around and are treating the homeless people. And even in KL, like for TV Soup Kitchen, they also do provide medical services on other days. And there's a famous Sikh community on Saturdays and Sundays, I think. They do provide free treatment too.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of people out there who are giving treatment. So
But
that's the reason why instead of paying attention only to the homeless now, we are going to homes to treat those who cannot afford.
okay. So it's not just about the homeless people, but you also use your mobile clinic to reach out to people who are poor and they cannot really afford to get the medical attention that they need.
So, like most of the days after I close my clinic at 8 p.m., me, Shalini, or any other volunteers, we usually visit the families that need medical help.
Okay.
So we are currently taking care maybe about 6 to 7 different families.
Okay.
A family in Sentul, but most of them, like the family in Sentul which we are helping, they actually both of them are OKUs, husband and wife.
Okay.
So they cannot afford to go to the hospital, but he has to go to the hospital at least once to twice a week.
Okay.
So we do give them a lot of moral support, financial support. Yeah, just being there for them itself is a very big thing. And they treat us more like family members.
Okay. And what are the other kinds of cases or situations that you have encountered when it comes to reaching out to these families who cannot really afford or make it to the hospital?
Okay, like most of these cases which we know is they don't have any other family members supporting them. That's the reason why we help them, and we don't do a one-off thing. So we make sure any family we help, we do have a team that constantly goes and takes care of them.
Okay.
So maybe once a week or once a month, at least minimum once a month, we will visit them and to see what else they need. Okay, the only problem what we face is certain people we help, they make use of us.
Oh, okay.
So once they know that you're helping them, constantly helping them, they start taking things for granted. They start demanding for things.
Okay.
Demanding for money. So once they demand, then we usually stop helping them
Okay.
to show that at least it's important that without hustle, so it's not very easy for them. So they should feel grateful, but a lot of them they are not very grateful.
Okay. And what about when it comes to, I mean, you said they make demands and whatnot, but after that, do you just stop helping them altogether, or do you still send someone to check on them to see how they are doing, if they are doing any better and they need more attention from your side?
Certain people we do still help, like the monthly groceries and all we do help.
Okay.
For example, we recently was helping a burn victim.
Okay.
Okay, we even brought him to India. I brought him to India, so my friends in India performed free operation on him. So even accommodation, food, everything was provided.
Oh, okay.
But he started demanding and he's saying, "Oh, it's too painful. I don't want the operation. The food they're giving me sucks." and he wanted biryani daily.
Oof.
It's difficult to help this kind of people. So,
Right.
and he said, even before completing the treatment, he said he wants to come back because he cannot live there anymore.
I see.
And once they are quite rude to us and they are ungrateful, we also don't have the mood to help them.
That's true.
Yeah, so instead of that, we better help any other families who need our help.
Okay.
So they are one of the families that we have completely stopped helping actually.
All right. And when it comes to this, it seems like you have a team of people and reaching out to a lot of families and all. What about the people in your team? What keeps you going and keeps you motivated to want to continue to provide healthcare? I mean, I'm sure you must be tired when you said you closed your clinic at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But you still make an effort to still go out and reach out to people, and there must be a strong reason why it's driving you.
Yeah. Some people think three of us, like they call us the three musketeers.
Yeah.
They think we are crazy people. We are people who don't need sleep. Actually, it's okay, but the thing that gives us going are the feedback we get from those families.
Okay.
Like some of the families we help, we get messages from them saying that, okay, we don't know what will we do without you guys. And the positive feedback, the satisfaction we get from helping them is one of the reasons we continue doing this. Yeah, and also for example, one of the family was on the verge of committing suicide, and once we met them, we started treating them, and then they said, okay, if only you guys were not there, we don't know how will we continue our life.
Right.
So those kind of words really keep us going.
Of course.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll definitely continue doing this.
Okay. So I think we are going to take another short break. When we come back, we will talk more about Teddy Mobile Clinic.
Okay, sure.
Anything can happen Friday. The art and cultural side of Southeast Asia.
Hello, welcome back to Duran ASEAN. You're with Gowri.
Welcome back. This is Grace.
And of course, we still have Dr. Madhu on the line with us, joining us.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing well still.
Yeah, actually the only one who's not well here is Grace. She's been coughing.
I really need a teddy bear.
Yeah, you can go to Teddy Mobile Clinic.
Yes, I should visit one of Wednesdays.
Doctor, do you cater to people who lie that they are homeless?
It's difficult to make out who's homeless and who's not actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they look like a common person. Whoever comes for treatment, we do treatment for free.
Okay.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
So we're almost at the end of our segment for this morning. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about your Teddy Mobile Clinic. How do you plan to expand? How do you plan to reach out to more people, be it homeless or just people who cannot afford healthcare in Malaysia?
Okay, we do want to expand. So the only reason now we cannot do much is we don't have much people with us.
Okay.
If there is more doctors available who come up and are willing to help, then we can definitely provide treatment for other regions of Malaysia also. Yeah, for now, I think so we are still okay because we roughly have about 6 doctors in Teddy Mobile Clinic. So we need more doctors.
Okay, so you're actually looking for more doctors, nurses to join you, I suppose.
Yes, volunteers, no problem, because my friends have been volunteering with me since the start of it, and they are always there. Every week they are there. And whenever I call them also, they will definitely come to help. So I'm sure because and also we plan to get this mobile van or mobile clinic.
Yes.
So we can travel to other places and probably have medical camps in the rural areas.
Okay. And in that way, you can actually spread more awareness, like you were saying earlier, to people who are living in the outskirts and not really in the city.
Yes, definitely.
And what about the direction that Teddy Mobile Clinic is taking. I mean, you definitely want to reach out, but do you plan to also expand the kind of services that you provide for people as well?
Because now you've been focusing mainly KL area,
Mm-hmm.
but do you plan to go outside of KL, like in other states in Malaysia?
Oh yeah, definitely. Even that in that case, actually many of them, few doctors also have, from other states have approached that they want to do this.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So because it just need to be have to be the same concept. Anyone can do this actually.
Right.
Well, they have enough manpower but they have to do with a pure heart as well.
Right.
Of course.
And, yeah.
Because you.
So yeah, tell me.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's not for the money because you just want to get down there and provide your services to people and reach out to those who cannot afford it.
Yes, it has to be in you because nobody can force you to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really want to help, then I think you should start helping also.
Mm-hmm. And how can people also reach out to you? Because you do provide a lot of help to people who cannot afford medical care, or people who are really in need and they don't know where else to turn to. But how would they know that there's this teddy bear doctor that can help me? How can they reach out to you?
Actually, the best way to reach out is through Facebook.
Okay.
Because that's how most of them connect with me.
Right.
So we have another platform called the Volunteers Unite.
Mm-hmm.
So all the volunteers throughout Malaysia, there are a lot of volunteers there, so most
Right.
of them will involve. Or you can even contact either my friend Alfred or Shalini, who's also on Facebook. So we'll be usually connected to each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about your clinic, your mobile clinic? Where can they find you, and what days do you go out?
Okay, or we do it on every Wednesday night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the best place to meet us will be at Jalan Hang Lekyu.
Okay.
Jalan Hang Lekyu, and it's from 9:30 p.m. onwards till about 12 to 1.
All right. And you said there's something on Saturdays as well?
Yes, on Saturdays we are under Kachara supervision.
Okay.
So that's usually mainly for the homeless people.
All right.
Homeless and the urban poor people.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is around Medan Tuan Fu area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there also we do provide food and also help, medical help for the homeless.
Okay. So what are your, say, future hopes or vision? Where do you see yourself maybe 5 years from now? Where do you see your mobile clinic heading to?
Hopefully we are spread throughout Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
We're not thinking of going to any other country.
Okay.
But I think our Malaysians need more help.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. I think Malaysia, the nation itself, has a lot of problems when it comes to
Right.
homeless people, and then to be able to fix all those problems, it takes years.
Oh, yeah.
And it's difficult to fix because as you help, there are more people coming in also.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to constantly be helping them and providing help. Yeah, I'm sure we will still continue doing what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long as my friends. That's why I'm very grateful to all my volunteer friends who come out and help. Very grateful to Alfred and Shalini for being always there for me. But
Right.
otherwise, I don't think so I can do this alone. And we do it actually as a team.
Okay. And I think what you're doing is really great that you're reaching out to all these people. At the end of the day, we do know that Malaysia has a huge number of homeless people, although there's been some cases of, even Kachara has had some problems where they were told to close down because of the impression that we're
Right.
giving off to the tourists, how we come off as a nation, because we are a developing nation. And despite all that, we have a lot of initiatives like yours and Kachara actually still going against all odds. Although you have a small team and probably limited financing, and you're still reaching out to all these people and helping them out.
Also at the same time, when you think of doctors, right, we always
Mhm.
think of the really clean white doctor suit and then sitting in the really nice office and waiting for patients. But this doctors, I mean, with you of course, doctor, you guys really go to the field and then communicate with all these people who are in need of help when it comes to health. And these are the things that we feel very touched by doing all those activities and the volunteer work. But now we really need to promote this work and also bring the awareness that we have these doctors in Malaysia that you can reach to them and then talk to them and discuss any problems when it comes to health.
Right. So, Dr. Madhu, any final words to our listeners before we wrap things up?
So I think nothing but just come and join us.
Okay.
Without helping us, without coming and experiencing it, you will never know.
Right.
So you also might enjoy doing what we do, so just come and join us.
Yeah, it's all about giving back to society.
Yes, we have to give back to sometimes at least.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Right.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Okay, get well soon, Grace.
Thank you so much, Dr. I will.